What's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 3 of NFL free agency. We have some controversial things to talk about in this video. We're also going to talk about some more signings / trades that have happened since the video of day 2. But if you guys haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you subscribe and check out my previous videos, especially the free agency frenzy. We talked about a majority of the signings. Tomorrow or later this week, I will do a video of grading every team's first week of free agency. And then I'm also thinking about mid next week, I will do a video of post kind of free agency power rankings. So if you guys haven't already, please subscribe and let's get right into today's video. So today we are using ESPN website for the latest free agency coverage. Panthers re-signed cornerback Caleb Evans. I'm pretty sure they did this yesterday. Could be wrong, though. Panthers made a couple transactions today. But also, I'm reading on my phone a couple things here. Javon Hargrave was cut by the Vikings, and now he signed a 2-year, $23 million deal with the Packers. So, disruptive defensive tackle there. So, that's pretty good for them. And 49ers Tinder Sam. He can negotiate an offer sheet with any team. They also re-signed Jake Tunges to a 2-year extension. I believe that was about $8 million, so that's a good deal for the Niners. He was productive when he stepped up. Cardinals signed Andrew Wingard. I just seen this. This is my first time seeing this. 1-year, $3 million deal. I feel like that's a good deal for a player like Wingard. He was underrated, I think, last year for the Jaguars. I'm pretty sure he had a lot of tackles. So this is a good, cheap move for Arizona. Texans released Mario Edwards. Let's see. This is what I just said. Javon Hargrave is going to the Packers. Darrell Baker, 1 year with the Dolphins. Jedrick Wills Jr. is going to the Chicago Bears. That is definitely important for the Chicago Bears. They're still trying to fix up their trenches a little bit. And they do that with Jedrick Wills Jr. I've always thought he was kind of underrated, but he just got to stay healthy. Dolphins signed Lonnie Johnson Jr. Also, A.J. Green. Oh, yeah, John Mechie is going to the Carolina Panthers on a 1-year deal. The main reason that the Carolina Panthers did this was because he was Bryce's wide receiver in college. Those two were a really good duo, so we'll have to see if that translates to the NFL. But I'm not mad about this signing. Definitely want to see what John Mechie got, and I'm excited to see him and Bryce together. Here's a big one from today. Bradley Chubb, pass rusher from the Dolphins, agreed to a 3-year, $43 million deal with the Buffalo Bills. They released Chubb officially at the new league hour, which was 4 o'clock Eastern, and now the Bills get him. This is a good deal, I think, for Buffalo. This is a good move. They've been having, low-key, a good offseason with getting him and DJ. He played all 17 games last year, team high 8.5 sacks. And, yeah, he was team captain. He's a good player. Jack Gibbons did not receive from the Patriots, free to sign with the team. Oh, wow, I didn't see this one. Oh, wow. Smith, he's probably going to retire, though. Zach Pascal's been cut. Jake Bobo, offer sheet for Seattle. He's underrated, in my opinion. Kirk Cousins and Kyler Murray both were released at the new league hour. I think Kirk Cousins is going to go to the Raiders, and I think Kyler Murray is going to go to the Vikings. There's Kyler Murray. Jake Browning went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I did not know that. He left the Cincinnati Bengals. He's been there for 3 years, and now he takes the backup role there. Cardinals are signing Giants long snapper Casey Kreiter for he's 35 years old. Doesn't say how long, but there's that. Jets 2-year, $20 million contract with guard Dylan Barham. A lot of these are kind of depth players here. This is an underrated contract, in my opinion. He stepped up well. So here's the board. Got Rasheed Walker. He's really good. Obviously, Kyler Murray, Kirk Cousins, like I said. Aaron Rodgers, don't know what he's doing. Jaquan Brisker is solid. Joey Bosa, Diggs are still there. Decker's still there. Joel Bettino. It's a good list still. There's definitely some good quality players out there. Azeez Ojulari signed with the Falcons. Not too happy about that one. Oh, yeah, Commanders made some good moves today. They got Chigakwaku from the Titans, who I thought were underrated. And then they also got Nick Cross, who's only like 25 years old. He's an underrated safety. And they also got K'Lavon Chaisson earlier today as an edge rusher. So that is good for them. And Ravens signed Hawkins. Vikings are going to keep Aaron Jones. They initially agreed to release him, but then apparently they agreed to a pay cut, which is good. Kevin Byard goes to the Patriots, the league leader, I believe, last year in interceptions. Goes from Chicago to Patriots. Makes sense because, like it says here, he reunites with Mike Vrabel. And then Falcons get Chris Williams. And Chidobe Awuzie goes to Baltimore. Giants are going to switch a little bit of ownership. Cade York goes to the Jets. Seahawks keep their lawn snapper. All right, so here it is. This is a controversial part of the video. Friday night, the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders agreed to a trade. The Ravens would send 2 first-round picks to to Vegas. Vegas would send edge Max Crosby to the Ravens. Again, nothing is official till Wednesday, 4 o'clock. But apparently Tuesday night, about 8:30 Eastern, 9 o'clock Eastern, the Raiders put out a statement that said the Ravens have backed out of the trade for Max Crosby. So the Raiders keep Max Crosby and the Ravens keep their picks. Now, question is, how can teams do that? Right? I think what I read, it's in the rule book. You can cancel out a trade before it's official with the physical thing. The Ravens are claiming that they backed out of the trade because of Max Crosby's physical result. And the Raiders are claiming kind of that's BS. And you kind of know about every player's that you're trading for medical stuff before you agree to the trade. So that's fishy there, according to the Raiders. And overall, the timing of this is really bad because it's free agency week. Raiders literally spent probably so much money, like $100 million yesterday, signing players. And meanwhile, the Ravens kind of did nothing because they probably thought they had to take on that contract for Crosby. So it kind of hurt both teams, especially the Raiders more. Although I do read that the Raiders are going to keep everybody they signed and just add Crosby to the fire. Good fire going. So my personal view out of this, if you're asking me, I it's tough. I'm not gonna. I personally believe that the Ravens were set on getting Crosby, even though they knew about the physical thing. But then, as they went on about it, they felt bad about the trade. They realized Trey Hendrickson is cheaper, as what they wanted, and that they can potentially get Trey Hendrickson with keeping their first round picks. Now I know there's a lot of rumors, and the Ravens GM already said that he wanted Crosby and Hendrickson on the same team. I don't know if I believe that, considering the timing of this. I really don't know if I believe that personally. But I want you guys to comment down below what you think about this situation. It's definitely an interesting one. But if it were up to me, I think the Ravens definitely kind of did something there a little bit. Chris Rodriguez Jr. from the Commanders goes to the Jaguars. Oh, here it is. Said he has the responsibility to do what's best for the club. He said he understands his skepticism about the move, but he is devastated by having to rescind the trade. Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe him. I think that they kind of used that to kind of get Crosby and then keep their picks. But I could be wrong. Could be right, whatever. But I want you guys to comment down below what you thought of free agency so far and what you think about this Max Crosby situation. It's definitely interesting to see where this all plays out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this free agency day 3 update. Tomorrow or Friday, I will release a video. NFL free agency grades thus far. Obviously, a lot of players are still yet to be signed, but we got at least half of the top 100. So I think that's a good time to make a video. So comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys tonight on my live streams. Take it easy.